The Israelis want, you want one state, that's fine. You want two states, that's fine. Jim Sciutto, you wanted to make a quick point.
Listen, this week, Russia is the story. His national security advisor, forced to resign, pushed out because of communications with Russia about sanctions. Last night and today, you have our reporting, New York Times as well, on tremendous evidence of contacts at the highest level. Constant contact between his campaign and the Russians in the midst of an unprecedented attack on the U.S. electoral process. First of all, he's not asked about that. That's an issue with who he asked and the folks who asked their questions and why they did. His only answer to it, which he gave in answer to another question, one, he said he focused on the leaks. He actually didn't challenge the merits of these contacts. He just said it's leaks, they're illegal, blah, 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 a point he's made before. And then he said something that he repeated on Twitter this morning, that there's all about people trying to cover up for the terrible loss of the Clintons. Based on what? I don't know. I mean, who's trying to cover up for the terrible loss? I mean, his national security advisor just got drummed out of the White House because of contacts intercepted by U.S. intelligence. That's just it's the reddest of red herrings.
And where's the cover-up?
Yeah. Where's the cover-up?
I want to quickly go to Jim Acosta. He's in the East Room. Jim, was that you who shouted out a question to the president at the very end, which he ignored?
Yes, Wolf, guilty as charged. That was me. I tried to ask that question there as President Trump was leaving the room. It got quiet for a few moments, and when those moments come, you take full advantage. I tried to ask the president about his associates' contacts with the Russians during the campaign. He seemed to pause for a moment as if perhaps he wanted to answer the question, but then he turned to Prime Minister Netanyahu and left the East Room. Just to pick up on what you were saying a few moments ago, yes, what President Trump said during this news conference about Michael Flynn being treated unfairly by the quote-unquote fake news media, that is not consistent with what his own officials said yesterday in the White House. The White House briefing room, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer said that the National Security Advisor, who is now gone, misled the Vice President of the United States about his phone conversations with the Russian ambassador. And so that is not something that Michael Flynn was treated unfairly about. He did this, and he had to pay the price. Now,